everyone, and welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at the superfoods that should be a regular in your pantry or fridge. Now keep in mind that some of them are additives or supplements, but most of them are foods in their natural form. Now we're going to separate this into 6 categories, and that's vegetables, grains, fruit derived, the supplements, additives and toppings, and finally the treats. So enough talking, let's jump right in. So at number 1 we have cruciferous vegetables. Now, all vegetables are great, but cruciferous vegetables are supposed to be especially beneficial. And arugula, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts are just a few. And the antioxidants of these vegetables are top tier. Now, arugula is one that tastes especially delicious, and it has calcium, potassium, folate, and vitamins A, C, and K. Now, Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn is a big believer of chewing your cruciferous vegetables, and his instructions on eating them are very specific. Now, first off, you boil them for 6 minutes, and after that, they're to be combined with balsamic vinegar for the reason that its acidity increases nitric oxide, and this basically helps increase blood flow and therefore heart health. Now, the veggies must also be the size of your fist, and people should eat them for breakfast, and then again as a mid-morning snack, again for lunch, again as a mid-afternoon snack, again for dinner, and again as a pre-bed meal. Now, all this oxidation is providing so much benefit to the heart, and he should know because he's actually helped reverse cardiovascular symptoms in many people. Now, at number 2, we have konjac root, and it's grown in different parts of Asia, and they also use it to make noodles or snacks, but also medicine. Now, it's an additive, and it's also used to improve carb metabolism and bowel movements. More than anything, it's found in grocery stores as shirataki noodles, but it also contains soluble fiber, which is pretty filling, and it can reduce acne, improve the health of skin, as well as reduce allergic response. Now, people who are diabetic should probably consult their doctor because it can actually slow down a person's sugar levels, so they want to be careful of that. Now, another disclaimer is that if you're taking it in a supplement form, the risk is higher if you're taking konjac tablets, if you take it in any form without water, or if you're older and have problems swallowing. So keep those things in mind. Now, at number 3, we have fermented foods. So things like yogurt, kimchi, kombucha, and pickled vegetables are all immunity enhancing and promote gut health. Now, there may be a temporary increase in gas and bloating, but it's a result of probiotics killing gut bacteria and fungi. And this leads to a healthier digestive system to help break down those complex carbs. Now, yogurt and kefir, I hope I'm saying that right, are one of these foods, and you can find both of these dairy-free, so there's numerous options out there. Now, while in the United States we eat more yogurt, kefir is more popular in European countries, and it actually has more of an edge. It has more probiotics, and it's actually more potent. And other foods also include sauerkraut and pickled vegetables like Brussels sprouts, onions, beets, carrots, chilies, and so much more, and they're actually very, very delicious and add so much flavor to your meals. But real quickly, hi, my name is Kim. If you've gotten any value in this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like the video and subscribe for more videos if you enjoy health that is backed by science. At number 4, we have mushrooms, and I personally love mushrooms just because of its meaty texture and its kind of gravy-like flavor. But unlike beef, it doesn't come with the cholesterol or saturated fats. Now, a 2019 study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that seniors who ate more than 2 servings of mushrooms per week, which is not that much, may have a 50% reduced risk of mild cognitive impairment. Now, another study in 2020 took people that also had mild Alzheimer's, and it found that supplementation with 1 gram of a mushroom called lion's mane for 49 weeks when taken significantly improved their cognitive test scores. This is absolutely huge for a study to say significantly. At number 5, we have beans and legumes. Now, chickpeas, lentils, peas, kidney beans, and black beans are the most highly rated. Now, they're similar in meat as far as nutrients, but it's actually a lot lower in iron. So if you're not eating meat, it's great, but you really want to make sure to get that iron elsewhere, as mentioned above. At number 6, we have sweet potato squash or pumpkins. Now, these are all a great source of vitamin A. The sweet potato and pumpkins are on the sweeter side, so you can actually just boil them and eat them like that without adding any sugar. Now, the 3 of them, however, are great for aging because they contain retinol, which is where the face cream is derived from. And it also promotes skin cell turnover, evenness, smoothness, and vitality. And it's actually also really great for the development of teeth and normal vision. At number 7, we have garlic. So I feel like by now everyone knows that garlic has anti-inflammatory effects, but fermented black garlic may be the healthiest of them all. So feel free to toss this on your stir fries, soups, and just about anything that's savory. So at number 8 is ginger, and this is one of my personal favorites. It's been used throughout history as a treatment for nausea, digestive problems, muscle pain, and can reduce inflammation and lower your blood sugar. Now, one of my holy grails is ginger tea. So what I do is I take chopped ginger, half a lemon, and a good amount of honey to soothe sore throats. And I also use it just to kind of kick up my family's immunity during cold seasons. So give it a try. It's actually really delicious. At number 9, we have ancient grains. Now, some ancient grains are actually seeds. So quinoa contains all 8 essential amino acids that our bodies need. Barley contains soluble fiber that may lower cholesterol and blood glucose. And sorghum, I hope I'm saying that right, is packed with iron, so it's great for those people that don't eat meat as mentioned earlier. Now, these grains are all gluten-free except for bulgur, so if you're celiac, definitely make sure to stay away from this one. And then also, make sure to always look for the word whole in front of the label. That way you're making sure that it's not contaminated with anything else. Now, these grains have been around for centuries and trusted, and another distinct one I want to talk about is the Himalayan Tartary buckwheat flour. This flour is so amazing because unlike other crops, it's grown in the Himalayan mountains where it's snowing and the soil is like clay and it's just horrible up there. So it's resistant to conditions, and therefore it's kind of developed this kind of defense mechanism that gets passed on to our own immune system when we intake it. Now, not to get this confused with buckwheat plant because it's a close cousin. This is actually a seed and not a grain. So it's actually closer to the rhubarb family than wheat. Now, the benefits are that it's gluten-free, it's rich in phytonutrients, and it has a variety of vitamins and minerals. It's also high in prebiotic fiber, which is needed for a healthy microbiome, and has twice as many complete proteins as quinoa. Now, the bitter taste is pretty much a sign that it has benefits, and it's been dubbed the powerhouse of nutrition. So at number 10, we have something called wheat germ. And this is a great source of magnesium, zinc, thiam, folate, potassium, and phosphorus in your diet. And it's the nutritious part of wheat kernel that helps produce new spawn, and it's often removed from processed grains like white rice or pasta. Now, you can also use this as an additive and sprinkle it on top of your favorite pasta, toast, salad, soup, and more. So, and now we're going to get into the fruit section. At number 11, we have cherry juice. So a study published in Food and Function found that it can actually lower LDL cholesterol and lower blood pressure in older adults. Now, 100% cherry juice with no added sweeteners is what you're looking for. And tart cherry juice is higher in anthocyanins than black cherry juice, which is a lot sweeter. Now, anthocyanins also promote anti-inflammatory processes. At number 12, we have grapefruit. Now, grapefruit contains vitamin C and A. It also works for better liver function and to improve insulin sensitivity. Now, the only drawback is that people on medications probably shouldn't be eating grapefruit, and that's because it actually tends to counter the effects of medication. So you want to keep this in mind. If you've ever wondered why your medication's not working that day, you're kind of like, what's going on? I don't feel how I should, and you had a grapefruit that day, then that's probably why. Now, at number 13, we have berries. Now, it's a common saying that the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, but also the more beneficial. Now, they can lift mood and prevent depression if eaten regularly. They also preserve cognitive health as we age, prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's, and can combat cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and acne. Now, goji berries are another great additive, but if you have too many, it can actually trigger allergic reactions in some people. So simply sprinkle them over your favorite yogurt or your favorite dark chocolate mousse. You can't go wrong. At number 14, we have pomegranate, and this is a lesser known heart helper. Various studies have shown decreased oxidative stress, reducing blood glucose levels and blood pressure, which all benefit the heart. Next is supplements and liquid shots. So at number 15, we have aquatic greens. Now, you've probably never heard of this, but specifically, I want to talk about spirulina. Now, Jamba Juice had a famous spirulina smoothie bowl that is blue, and that's pretty much because it's a blue-green algae. Now, it's higher in protein than red meat. It has essential fatty acids our body needs. All the essential fatty acids our body needs. Now, in a study conducted on rabbits, they were first fed a high cholesterol diet, and when given spirulina afterward, it was determined that it could potentially prevent plaque buildup around the heart. Now, it's mostly found in powder form, so you can sprinkle it over your smoothies or food to increase the nutritional content. And then additionally, algae, seaweed, and sea moss have iodine, copper, magnesium, manganese, vitamin B12, and vitamin C. At 16, we have green tea and matcha. Now, green tea is seen as a cultural drink, but now everyone drinks it, and for good reason. Now, it has immunity boosting properties. Some experts even say that it's the best drink for longevity. Now, in one study, they found that the group of men who were made to drink 690 milligrams of it for 12 weeks had lost weight without even decreasing their calories. Now, when we drink real brewed, high quality tea, the catechins promote calorie burning and prevent the damaging effects of free radicals on the metabolism. Now, green tea also contains something called EGCGs. So it actually has increased chlorophyll, amino acid content, more caffeine, and antioxidants than the regular green tea. Now, out of all the claims, one that I know is definitely true is that matcha boosts brain function. At 17, we have wheatgrass, and it's used for supplementation in liquid form, so it can be taken as a shot or grinded into a powder to be used as an additive in different foods. Now, wheatgrass applies a high dose of chlorophyll, which is basically what gives plants their green color. Now, it cleanses away any harmful bacteria while maintaining healthy ones and detoxifies the body of heavy metals. Now, there's actually a lot more of the claims for wheatgrass, but there needs to be a lot more studies to back this up. And according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, only 27% of people get more than 3 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. So while this isn't meant to replace them, it actually helps with the added nutrition. And like with anything, the best way to consume something is closest to its natural state. And in this case, it would be a liquid or small shot. Now we're going to get into the additives and toppings. At number 18, we have turmeric. So like ginger, turmeric is a part of the same family and loaded with anti-inflammatory benefits. It's another ingredient that the Arthritis Foundation recommends as part of an anti-inflammatory diet for those with arthritis. But interestingly enough, when paired with black pepper, it actually increases the bioavailability by 2,000%. So you can really reap the benefits. At 19, we have nutritional yeast, and this is common in a vegan diet as it's a great source of B12. Now, for those who have food sensitivities, this is great because it's free of gluten, soy, and sugar. So 2 tablespoons per day will give you 8 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. It has this kind of cheesy-like taste, so you can sprinkle it over anything savory or even mix it into your baking batters. Now at number 20, there is flaxseed, hemp seed, chia seed, and all the seeds. Now these seeds all contain omega-3 fatty acids, protein, fiber, and a variety of minerals. Now there's differences when they compare. Let's talk about chia seeds first. So chia seeds are a great form of calcium and magnesium. Now when they're soaked into water, they form this kind of gel, and this can be used as a glue to replace egg recipes or kind of thicken homemade jam. Now flax seeds have an antioxidant called lignans, which may protect against cancer. In addition to magnesium, they have phosphorus. Now the thing with flaxseed is that they need to be eaten in powder form to absorb all the nutrients. Then there's hemp seeds. Now, hemp seeds have the most protein, but are lower in fiber. So they're also a good source of potassium, magnesium, and iron. Now, with all of these, you can sprinkle them secretly inside a PB&J, oatmeal, or even ice cream if you have kids. So at 21, we have nuts. So from almonds to pistachios, nuts are actually thought to lower heart disease risk and are full of antioxidants, fiber, as well as protein. Now, a disclaimer is that they're high in calories and fat, so put a serving in a plate and eat them. Don't eat it out of the bag, as you're very likely to overconsume. Finally, we reach the end, which is the treats. So at number 22, we have dark chocolate. And this is one of the superfoods that gives you flavonoids. So the higher the percentage of cocoa, the more flavonoids you'll get. So I would say this is the end, but just because you guys actually stayed until the end, I'm going to give you guys 2 more bonus superfoods. At 23, we have MEDJOOL dates. Now, the reason these are so good is that it's probably the best way to sweeten your diet while getting nutrients at the same time. So simply put a couple of dates in a blender, add water, vanilla extract, blend it all up, and what you have is a healthy paste sweetener that you can add to anything. And then lastly, at number 24 is soy. Now, soy has been both praised and demonized in studies. Now, the truth is that it's neither great or bad. Now, the average dose of soy used was equivalent to 1 pound in many of the studies villainizing it. Now, that's equivalent to about 3 soy protein milkshakes a day. That's a lot, and the majority of people don't eat that much soy. So, aside from the obvious manipulation in these studies, it's also clear that we actually can't eat too much soy. And then second is that the Okinawans are some of the longest living people, and soy was a regular part of their diet in many different forms. Now, this doesn't mean that it's some spectacular vegetable, but another thing is that they also ate it fermented, and this definitely kicks up the nutrient profile. So 1 to 2 servings of whole soy per day is absolutely fine, and of course when it's fermented, it's even better. Now, I want to hear from you guys. Which one of these superfoods did you like the most? Which one are you most curious about? And which one are you going to actually go and buy right now at the store? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay. And combat cardiovascular. Oh my god, okay. My Lanta, what time is it? It's like 12 o'clock.